We are so gracious for your many blessings you have given us, Lord.
As we come to you tonight, Lord, we ask for protection for going home, Lord, protection during the game, Lord, and sportsmanlike conduct from every single person. Lord, we ask this all in the precious name of your Son. Amen. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And now at this time, the alma mater for the Prescott Curly Wolves will be played.
Hey, that was falling last time. Y'all last stream right there. Yeah, okay. Give it your chain crew.
Number 8's a tall kid. He looks like he'd be athletic. Looks can be deceiving. All right, when do you want us to start? Do you want us to start? Okay. We'll talk a little bit about the coin tosses. They're coming out too.
Tell me when. Not yet. Okay.
How are we going to start? How are we going to start?
I'll just introduce us and welcome us to Bismarck, so on and so forth.
We are playing Smackover next week, right?
Yes.
Tails is easy. Okay. Throw it in there, gonna let it hit.
And we'll do our best to look at the camera and not at you. Try to focus on the phone if you possibly can. Ready when you are. Welcome to Bismarck, Arkansas. Jim Honey along with Brandon Honey. We are here to bring you the Prescott Curly Wolves versus the Bismarck Lions. Prescott's coming in tonight with a 4-0 record, 1-0 in conference play. Bismarck is 1-3 and 0-1 in conference play. Brandon, this is one of those games where Prescott's got to come in and stay focused. At the same time, Bismarck's looking to get on the win column in conference play.
Yeah, Prescott had a big blowout win last week. Bismarck coming off a pretty tough loss against Camden Harmony Grove. They're going to look to kind of improve this week. Prescott's just trying to get through it healthy.
That's exactly what we look at when you get to this stage of the season. You want to make sure you stay healthy. At the same time, you've got to make sure you put the teams away that you possibly can and come away with the victories. Prescott's coming off with a good offensive football team. They're probably ranked in the top 5 in offensive play. Bismarck struggles a little bit on the defensive side.
Yeah, we're probably going to see, hopefully see Prescott put up a lot of points tonight. Quick, fast, in a hurry, get the starters out of there. Rest them for the big game next week against Smackover.
Well, you're only a few years out of the stable of the Prescott Curly Wolves, about 8 years ago or so. What was it like trying to get ready for games like this? Why did the coaches get you prepared?
Well, when you come up to games like this, you know you got a big week next week. You got to focus on the task at hand. You can't overlook a team like this. You can't come out here and cause a lot of penalties. You got to play smart. You got to keep guys healthy. You got to get yourself into a good position to win quick so you can get rest for next week.
Well, the Prescott Curly Wolves are getting ready to come out of their funnel. The Bismarck Lions have already come out of theirs, and we're about ready to get started here in Bismarck. The Prescott Curly Wolves, their defense has been really strong all year long so far. They're ranked probably in the top 4 or 5 in what points they're allowing. Bismarck, on the other hand, their defense is probably one of the 4th worst in the state. They're allowing a lot of points, and I think, if I remember right, they have had turnovers in every game but one.
Yeah, Prescott's going to look to force a lot of turnovers tonight. I know Colton Johnson is chomping at the bit to get through that offensive line and make some plays in the backfield. Should be a good game.
We're getting ready for the Curly Wolves to come through. They're the only ones left. Let's look, and here they come. Prescott Curly Wolves are on the way to their sideline. This is kind of one of those National Guard nights, I guess you'd say. They've got some special uniforms this evening. Bismarck has their black and camouflage, and Prescott has the white and camouflage.
Yeah, it's a pretty unique look for both teams. I know when I played, we didn't have these cool uniforms, so we just wore the regular maroon and white.
I can remember probably about 20 years ago, the first time Prescott came up here and played Bismarck. We were walking out of the stadium, and some of the Bismarck players were coming out and they were talking to their parents. And they said, whose idea was it to get in this conference? They had just gotten moved up to 3A.
Well, yeah, Prescott's kind of owned this series the past 10 years. I know the past 10 years Bismarck has not won a single game against Prescott.
Some of the numbers will be changed up for both teams tonight, so hopefully we've got the right names and numbers from what the coaches have given us. Some of them will be similar, but some of them are totally different. But we'll do our best to make sure we get them right when we are telling you who is on the field.
Well, it does look like Prescott's come out ready to play. They're kind of hopping around, looking like they're excited about it.
Alex George, number 35, will be kicking away for Prescott. Jacoby Nolan is back with number 5 tonight. Rucker, of course, has number 11.
Headed from the north end zone to the south. Prescott will defend the south end zone.
Alex George awaits the signal from the referee to kick it away. It's going to be an onside kick. It's going to be missed. Prescott Curly Wolves will get the ball before it gets out of bounds, so Prescott will have possession to start on about the 43-yard line.
Yeah, that was a great job by George getting the top half of the ball, kind of deading it in the zone for Prescott to get up there and make a good coverage on that. Bismarck just didn't do a very good job of covering that one.
Prescott does set up with an onside kick and does recover. They'll take possession of the ball first and 10.
First possession for the Curly Wolves.
Bismarck.
They'll start,
Make it the 43.
we'll say 43 and a half. Cameron Cox will be in number 15 to this side. It looks like Gully in number 8. Johnson drops back to pass. He's got a man open. It's going to be, looks like Franklin, I believe. Let me make sure on the number there.
Pass, 43 yards to number 3.
Well, it was a great pass either way. Johnson moved the defense with his eyes over to the right side of the field, and he looked back over to his left, and he had number 3 of Prescott sitting right wide open in the end zone.
And number 3 is Cameron Cox. 15 is Franklin. I'll get it right now. I'm going to get that switched up on my list. Thank goodness my daughter has sent me a little bit on the on the roster of who everybody is.
Yeah, we may just have to call out numbers tonight.
Rabadon with the extra point, and it is good. So with 11:49 to go in the first quarter.
Well, like I said earlier, Prescott wanted to get out to a fast start, and they sure did it, getting out to the onside kick and scoring on the first play of the game. So it's a good start for the Curly Wolves.
43-yard pass from Johnson to Cox for the first touchdown of the evening.
Let's see if Bismarck shows any interest in trying to cover an onside kick. Prescott may kick it deep this time, though.
You know, the Lions want to get their hands on the ball and get an opportunity to at least move around a little bit and see what they can do with it. Rabadon will kick it off this time for the Curly Wolves.
Yeah, Bismarck's really want to try to slow this game down and control the clock as much as they can with their running game, keep Prescott's offense off the field.
They've averaged about 26 points a game. Now their competition has not been quite the level of Prescott's. It's going to be an onside kick also, and it is recovered by the Lions.
Yeah, Bismarck did a whole lot better job that time catching it on a hop and just going down to the ground and getting the ball almost at the 50-yard line for Prescott.
Bismarck Lions now will take over on their first possession right at their own 48-yard line. Quarterback is number 7, Keegley. Sends a man in motion. Gives the ball off to number 1, Webb. And I don't believe there was any gain on the play.
Yeah, it looks like Coach Patrick brought his linebackers up into the hole right there and really caused a lot of not a clear space there as the line of scrimmage, and the Curly Wolves looks like they got them for a loss of 1.
Bring up a second down and 11. Ball marked at the 47-yard line now of the Lions. Number 8, Clayton. It's kind of in the slot. They bring him in motion. Dropping back to pass, looking for the receiver. And they call it a catch over there. Maybe a gain of a yard.
Well, number 9 of Bismarck, he ran a good route. He got to the hash marks. He kind of squatted down and showed his hands to the quarterback. The quarterback was able to find him for a short gain.
No gain on the play.
Pass was completed to number 9, Coleman. Brings up a 3rd down and about 11. Keegley in the pistol formation. 2 receivers to each side. Drops back to pass. He gets it away. It's going to be, almost intercepted by Thompson.
Yeah, Coach Patrick brought some more pressure off the edge right there, and it didn't give Bismarck's quarterback much time to throw it, but Prescott's defensive back could have stayed on his feet. He might have had a pick 6 right there.
You'll probably hear the intercom system just right above us here, so you may hear them louder than you do us, but we'll do our best to be louder as much as we can. Looks like Clayton back to punt for the Lions. Gets it away, low punt, and it will be dead on about the 31-yard line.
Yeah, it's not really what Bismarck might have wanted field position-wise, but it did keep the Prescott return men from getting able to really return that and maybe scoring again.
Make it 31.
Last week, the Falcon Panthers, they kicked it out of bounds every time because they've seen the danger that the Curly Wolves return team can do.
Yeah, Prescott's always got a whole lot of speed, so anytime you can keep the ball out of their hands, it's a good thing.
Johnson gives the ball to Thompson, looking for room around the right side, and he will be brought down in the backfield for a loss.
A great job by the Bismarck defensive line there. It looked like the offensive line for Prescott didn't get a good push off the ball, and Bismarck was able to make a tackle in the backfield.
Lost him about 3 yards.
4 on the play. Lost 3 on the play. Be 2nd down and 13, Curly Wolf.
2nd down, 13. Johnson, quick pass out to Haney. Haney looking for a block. He gets away from one man and will get the 1st down.
There's a good tunnel screen there run by Prescott. He got the ball in space. That's what you want to do with these fast, quick receivers is get them the ball in space and let them make a move.
Looks like number 6 on the reception.
Going to be a gain of about 16 yards. Be a 1st and 10 on the 45-yard line. Johnson rolls to his right. He's going to throw it deep. Looking for Franklin. Oh, he went right through his hands. He had him open.
Yeah, he had him open, but Bismarck's defensive back had pretty decent coverage there. Just couldn't quite pull in the pass, but it was a good play all around.
What I like to see right there is Johnson took the time. He looked at different receivers. He didn't panic. He's really maturing this year. Each game, getting better at looking around at different receivers.
Yeah, he did a really great job of standing in the pocket and finding the open man.
Thompson on the carry. Be a gain of about 3 yards.
It's a little bit better push from the Prescott offensive line, but you can definitely tell that they would like to get a better push, kind of open up some holes for these running backs.
Gain of 3 on the play, make it 3rd down and 7 for the Curly Wolves.
3rd down and 7 for Prescott. Johnson, quick pass out to Cox. Looking for one block, gets around one man, down the sideline, and we'll get down to about the 30-yard line of the Lions.
Well, Prescott ran another tunnel screen there. They found something that's worked. They've got the ball to Cameron Cox there in space. Cameron Cox was able to put a stiff arm on a guy, gain some more yards, move the chains for Prescott.
Wasn't quite the stiff arm that we saw Sunday night, but
no, it wasn't quite that one, but it was still a pretty good one.
18-yard gain. Johnson rolling out the pass, looking for Glass, overthrows him, incomplete.
Yeah, it didn't look like Ryan set his feet very well right there. I think Jordan could have ran the route just a little bit deeper, and he would have had a better shot, but just a little bit overthrown right there.
2nd 10 now for Prescott on the 34-yard line. Yeah, if there's any sports fans that missed that stiff arm by McDonald for the Steelers Sunday night, you missed an awesome Stiff arm. Johnson looking for one of the receiver rolling out. He's going to throw. He had the receiver open. Glass was there. He just didn't quite get it to him.
Well, it's a good definition of the scramble drill right there. Ryan Johnson was in a little bit of trouble with the defensive line getting in the backfield pretty quick, but Jordan did a really good job of finding open space and showing his numbers to the quarterback. Throw was just a little short.
A little disappointing in the offensive line as we're getting started here. They're really not holding their blocks very well.
Yeah, they haven't looked very good so far. Hopefully it'll get better by the end of the night.
Johnson trying to draw them off sides.
Yeah, it was close. Now Prescott's looking over to the sideline, changing plays. Looks like it's coming over here to the right side.
Johnson. He's looking for Cox. Oh, and again, right through his hands there, but...
Well, it came over to the right side. Double coverage on the flag right there. They were probably looking for Glass on about the 5-yard dig. Just trying to gain a few yards, turn around, show your hands to the quarterback, hit him in the chest, smooth the ball up a little bit for a better 4th down than 4th and 10.
Nolan comes out. Gully comes in. Had 3 receivers to the right. Johnson looking to the right side. Oh, a little bit high. He had Glass wide open in the end zone.
Yeah, he missed Jordan there. Ball was still a little bit high. Receiver made a decent attempt, but I don't think he could have brought it down. Might have been better off maybe Ryan tucking it and trying to get the yardage himself.
Well, this is one of those type of games you're coming into, and again, it's getting yourself mentally prepared, making sure you're executing your plays correctly. Sometimes it's hard to stay focused when you've got that mindset of what kind of game you're coming into, and you're trying to work on some things maybe you haven't worked on, throughout the year so far.
Exactly. With a team like Bismarck, you can try a little bit of your newer stuff and see how it works against another color. I mean, you can run it against your defense all day long, but at the end of the day, they know what's coming.
3-yard gain there for the Lions. Bring up a 2nd down and 7. 8:16 to go in the first quarter. Prescott is leading 7-0.
Yeah, and Bismarck's really loving this time just ticking off the clock while they're taking their time getting up to the line.
Keegley in the pistol formation. Hands the ball off inside. Tackled by Connor Tinsley.
It was a good misdirection play there by Bismarck. Tinsley read it well, but still gave up 2 or 3 yards there. Going to be about a 3rd and 6. Bismarck may have to go to the air here.
1-yard gain there by Robertson. 3rd and 6. Ball on the 39-yard line. Keegley awaits the snap. He's going to keep it himself, and there's going to be no gain. Matter of fact, he's going to lose about 3 yards.
Yeah, Prescott got a really good push there. It looked like they were trying to run a little bit of a zone read. He didn't read it very well, and Prescott met him in the backfield.
Lost 2 on the play, be 4th down and 8 for the Lions.
Colton Johnson on the tackle that time. 4th down and 8 now for the Lions. Clayton will kick it away.
Set the punt for the Lions.
Prescott has moved their return men up a little bit. Oh, it's a high snap. He gets it away. A lot better punt this time. Nolan will let it go out of bounds. Curly Wolves look to take over.
It was a good job by the Bismarck punter there, making an adjustment to the high snap, and he still got a really good kickoff.
Looks like it'll be marked at about the 32-yard line again.
On this drive here, if you're Prescott, you got to punch the ball in the end zone. Bismarck just stopped you. They're not supposed to stop you. You got to put it in the end zone.
This is where you want to try to motivate your offensive line to give you a little bit of time. Let's run the football a little bit. Alex George gets the carry inside, breaks it outside. He needs to get that ball tucked in a little bit better. They didn't have a 1st down.
Yeah, he made a really good juke move right as he got through the line of scrimmage. Kind of broke that one open, but I would like to see him tuck that ball in a little bit more.
13-yard gain.
First down and 10, Curly Wolves.
Very good size sophomore. He's got a couple of more years after this. He's going to be helping the Curly Wolves for a while.
Yes, sir. Very, very good size.
George again over the left-hand side. Cuts it up inside. Gets down to about the 47-yard line of the Lions.
I really like that he's not shying away from contact. He is lowering that shoulder and giving it to him.
Clayton on the stop for the Lions. He's second down and 2.
I watched him play a few junior high games last year. He's not afraid of contact.
No, by the looks of it, he enjoys it a little bit.
Johnson gives the ball to George. He is met in the backfield with contact.
Another bad snap by the Prescott Curly Wolves there. Offensive line's just not looking great right now. They're going to have to shape it up.
Loss of 2 will make it third down and 4.
Third down and 4. Just got a score. The Hot Springs Trojans are up 6-0 over Hope. Johnson looking to pass. Ball is caught by Haney. Nice catch right off the ground.
It's a very good catch. It was almost incomplete, but another tunnel screen right there. They're really trying to get these receivers in space with the ball in their hand. Let them make a play.
That's about a 12-yard gain, it looks like.
Number 6, Colin Haney.
We'll call it an 11-yard gain. Ball is marked on the 37-yard line of the Lions. Johnson gives the ball again to George. Right up the middle looking for a hole. Just a good job of following his blocks.
Very good job. He put his hand on the back of his lineman there, and he just kind of pushed him, used him as a bulldozer, just trying to get upfield.
Primary tackler, number 8, Dylan Clayton for the Lions.
Prescott hurried up a little bit here. Second down and 3.
Yeah, they got to give Bismarck a chance to substitute right here.
Johnson gives the ball to Thompson. Oh, nice hold up the middle that time by the line. And he got his leg caught up underneath him. He might be a little bit hurt on that play, Brent.
Yeah, that one didn't look very good. He kind of came down awkward. We also have an offensive lineman down here. Not sure on the number, but it's a lot better push from the offensive line right there.
That looks like it is Wilson, Justin Wilson, that's down.
Yeah, that's a big piece of this offensive line. He played a major role last year as a young freshman, and Prescott really doesn't need to see him go down.
No. It's like you said at the beginning of the game, this is one of those things you want to make sure you come out of here with no injuries. You have to win. You got to play hard. You guys have got to be on the field, but you want to make sure you don't have any unnecessary injuries.
Definitely, and this looks like he's going to be okay. Maybe just twisted an ankle. He's walking off on his own power, so that's a good sign.
Looked like it was a gain down to the 27-yard line. I believe that was a gain of about 7 yards that time. Brings up a 1st and 10 now for the Curly Wolves. Ball is marked on the 22, not the 27, excuse me. That'll bring Jack Arnett in at right tackle now. Johnson on the option, pitches the ball to Thompson, cuts it up, has daylight in the end zone, touchdown Curly Wolves.
Brian really read that one very well. Safety came down, saw green grass on the outside, he pitched it out to Thompson. Thompson just found the open space, took it to the house.
Good thing is there that Thompson didn't have any kind of serious injury. He's right back in on the next play, and 22-yard touchdown run.
Very good sign for Prescott. It's good to get in the end zone again. They just need to keep piling it on.
Rabadon for the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good.
I always like to see a good place kick and a good hold.
Yeah, that's one thing that's been in our family. You were the holder for the family. I was a holder back when I played, and of course, Cade, he also was our kicker for the last 3 years, 2 years actually. 4:27 to go here in the first quarter. Prescott leads 14-0. We want to thank our sponsors, Cofields, Bank of Delight, and the Nevada County Courthouse.
Would like to take this opportunity to thank.
Looking over on the Prescott sideline, you can see a little bit of coaching going on over there. I don't know if they're trying to coach the offensive line up a little bit, or they're making some kind of adjustments. Maybe Bismarck has thrown something at them that they weren't expecting.
Well, one thing I definitely see is they're sending a lot of blitzes right now.
Yes.
And you can beat that by getting outside on the edges.
Yes, Bismarck is really trying to make Prescott have a negative play, make a mistake, which is what they've got to do in a situation like this.
Alex George getting set to kick it away. Oh, Colton Johnson will kick it, a little squib kick. And I believe Trey Rucker, Prescott got on it.
It looks like Prescott got another one.
And the Lions had plenty of opportunities to get on the ball. It was just laying there.
It's Prescott's ball. Coach Poole is really wanting to get these guys in the end zone, get them out of the game. He's wanting to rest his starters, and the best way he can do that is keep the ball and just run up the score for right now.
1st and 10, Prescott now on the 35-yard line of the Lions.
See, I still don't see Wilson coming back out. It looks like Jack Arnett's still going to come out as the right tackle.
And looks like we may have a timeout now by the Lions.
Yeah, they're going to need to make some adjustments here. They can't afford to fall behind 3 touchdowns.
That's right.
2 touchdowns is still manageable. Their defense has played decent at times. Their offense has still got to make some adjustments so they can move the ball.
Got a good crowd for Prescott. Pretty much still have the stands full over on the Bismarck side. They're small stands, but Prescott always brings a good crowd.
It's also a really great night for football.
Yes, it is.
It's a little cloudy, a little cool. First weekend of your real fall weather. Starting to feel like football weather.
That's right. Glad to be able to put on a hoodie. This is my favorite time of the year. And I'll tell you this, there's not a stadium in Prescott, or excuse me, in Arkansas that has a view like they do here at Bismarck. And they have you look out the end zone, either end zone, and they just got mountains in the background. You can see the skyline. Even though it's cloudy, it's a beautiful stadium as far as their scenery.
Yes, it's a very nice view, very nice facility.
Timeout now is over. Curly Wolves are back on the field, getting set here. Alex George will be in the backfield. Haney to the right, 3 receivers to the left. Johnson drops back to pass. He's stepping up in the pocket. He's going to run this time. He's got plenty of running room. He'll get down to about the 14-yard line.
Prescott really tried to spread them out right there. They come out in what they like to call lizards formation, where they got the 3 wide receivers to the left side of the field. Draw Bismarck's attention over there. Ryan Johnson did a great job of stepping up in the pocket, seeing green grass, and taking off for it.
1st and 10, Curly Wolves. Johnson gives the ball to George. Looking for room over the right side. It looks like we may have a holding.
Looks like we got 2 coming in. It looks like George may have gotten in the end zone, but there's 2 flags down. I think they're both going to be holding on Prescott here.
I've heard the Bismarck fans call for holding several times so far this evening, so that time they called it.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious there. A lot of jerseys being pulled.
It's going to bring up a 1st down and about 20. Waiting to see exactly where they get it spotted. We'll say it's the 20. I'm going to say it's the 23-yard line.
It's definitely not a penalty you want in any circumstances. You want to play a clean game every week. Doesn't matter who you're playing.
Cox goes in motion. Johnson looking to pass, little screen. Guy has Thompson open on the left side. And he is down the sideline. I don't know if he got to the 1st down marker, but he's close.
Yeah, he's real close. The offensive line did a great job of holding for just a second, letting the defensive line go, and getting out in front of Thompson. And Thompson made it work whenever he got the ball in his hands.
Prescott's using a lot of screens tonight. We do have it 1st and goal. Ball looks to be marked on the 3-yard line.
I would look for a run right here. Got the ball inside the 5-yard line. They're just going to try to punch it in.
Johnson rolls to the right. Oh, and it's intercepted. Boy, I tell you what, that's what you didn't want to have right there.
That's definitely not what you wanted to have. Johnson didn't look at any other receivers there. He kind of keyed on just one guy. and the defensive back for Bismarck was in the right place at the right time, made a good catch.
Number 19 jumped that route with the interception. The Lions will be backed up on their own 15-yard line, but still they have possession.
If you're Bismarck right here, you really got to start trying to move the ball on Prescott. You don't want to have to punt it down here.
Keegley looking to pass. Kobe Nolan will get him sacked in the backfield.
Not real sure how Prescott came up with that sack because nobody was lined up when they snapped the ball. I think Bismarck just wasn't ready for all the directions they were coming from.
Looked like they were a little disoriented when they came out with the snap there. I don't know whether they were looking for a quick pass and it just wasn't open, but he really didn't know where to go with it from there.
Yeah, it just didn't look like a good play overall.
Second down, about 12. 3:13 to go here in the first quarter. Prescott leading 14-0. Johnson on the blitz, and he will be sacked for a big loss.
Great job by Colton Jackson there. Quarterback was trying to run a little draw play. Didn't work. Colton Johnson in the backfield immediately at the snap and met him right there in the backfield.
Loss of 5 yards on the play. That'll bring up 3rd down and 17.
If you're Bismarck right here, you've got to move the ball. You do not want to punt the ball from your own end zone, especially to these return men of Prescott. They're liable to hurt you.
And we saw the high snap a while ago. That could be another thing that could come into play.
Absolutely.
Keegley looking to pass. Throws, it's almost intercepted. Trey Rucker just couldn't come up with it.
Rucker did a great job, jumped the route. I think he was looking at the end zone before he caught it. We know how Trey can be.
Yes, we do.
He gets a little bit excited, but still a great play nonetheless.
And he would have only had about 4 steps to be in the end zone.
Yeah, great play by Trey. Would have liked to see him come with a catch, but it's a great play.
Clayton back deep to kick it away.
It's a much better punt.
And Nolan will get a chance to return it. He's looking for any room that he can. It's just, he's got to see if he gets outside here. Oh, great job. Great block by Rucker.
It's a great block by Trey Rucker right there, but I don't know if they might call unnecessary roughness there. But great block, sprung a good gain. Looks like it's going to be on Prescott.
I think there may have been a holding up there in the middle is what they called. They called a personal foul.
Personal foul against the Wolves.
Boy, I tell you what, they just take football out of football.
Yeah, that's just a great football play right there by Trey Rucker. That's what you live for as a smaller receiver, defensive back. Just that one good lick that you get on one of the bigger guys.
First down and 10 for the Curly Wolves.
Prescott will take over possession on their own 48-yard line. .2:14 to go, first quarter. Johnson awaits the snap. It's kind of odd seeing a number 89 as your quarterback, but
yeah, but 89 kind of makes him look like a receiver. He can play receiver too, no doubt.
Johnson looking to throw. Looks for Cox. He has Cox open. He's just trying to get free. He breaks one tackle and will be tackled on about the 5-yard line.
Brian didn't get all that he wanted to on that throw. Cameron made a great job. Stop, put his foot in the ground, come back. He caught the ball. Defensive. He kind of made a little basketball move, kind of boxed him out. Great job by Cameron.
He'll mark it on the 6-yard line, so that'll be a 46-yard gain for the Curly Wolves.
Definitely can't have another turnover here.
No. Run the football right here with George. Get the ball in the end zone. Johnson gives to George. On the right side, it is a touchdown, George.
Yeah, it was a great read by George there. He saw the hole, he cut it back. Looked like they were trying to get the ball more to the outside there, but he saw the hole open. He cut it back, got into the end zone. I'd like to see him keep the ball tucked in, not reach it out over the goal line. At that point, you kind of know you're going to score, but
Rabadon awaits the snap for the extra point. Hold is good. Rabadon's kick is good. And the Curly Wolves move out to a 21-0 lead with 1:51 to go here in the first quarter.
It's a good kick. I'm waiting for him to hit that guy in the deer stand back there.
I want to thank our sponsors, Cofields, Bank of Delight, and the Nevada County Courthouse. If you get a chance, go out and during the lunch hour, if you're there in Prescott, visit Cofields for a great lunch. Thursday night, they have their seafood special. Went there last Thursday night. Very good.
Heard a lot of good things about the seafood special.
Yes. Has a little bit of a Cajun spice to it.
Well, let's see if Prescott tries another onside kick here.
They've been successful 2 out of 3 times so far. Ramadan, again, squib kick. It's going to be taken by number 23, I believe was the number. I'm going to 25.
Well, the whole time, Bismarck's coaching staff's really trying to get their players realigned. They're not lining up where they need them to be. Still not making good blocks. They just need to make a lot of adjustments right now.
Calling him Jason Coleman, but that has been Collier Robertson wearing number 9 today.
First and 10 Lions. They'll get the ball on their own 33-yard line. Cade Poole in now at right defensive end. Keegley will keep it. He has room over the right side. He breaks 3 into the secondary, and we'll have their first down of the night.
It's a great job by Bismarck there. A lot better blocking up front. The right side of the line really pushed Prescott back, and Keegley saw the hole, hit it, got straight vertical up the field. He didn't try to dance around. It's a really good play by Bismarck.
25-yard gain. Lions are in Prescott territory now.
And I can tell you the Prescott coaching staff is not happy about that big gain right now.
Especially when you're geared up to stop the run. Keegley gives the ball to Clayton on the jet sweep. He's trying to get around the left end. Does get down to the 35-yard line.
Another good play by Bismarck. Clay got it on the outside. He broke it upfield. I think if Bismarck might have held their blocks a little bit longer, he could have got a few more yards there.
Gain of 7 on the play. Be second down and 3 for the Lions.
Second down and 3. Seemed like a very long first quarter so far. Keegley gets snapped. Oh, good catch there by number 9, Robertson. Connor Tinsley would hit the quarterback just as he got rid of it.
Very good play by Bismarck there. Great route by the running back. Bismarck fans are wanting to call for unnecessary roughness. That's just a tackle, folks.
Yep. Another first down for the Lions. The ball marked on about the 22-yard line.
Lions are looking a whole lot better here. They're knocking on the door, punching in the end zone.
First and 10, Lions. Could be the last play of the first quarter. Keegley dropping back to pass. Looks like a screen. Got the man open. Robertson over the top of the line. Good tackle there. Looks like by Franklin.
One thing the Prescott coaches used to always tell us as defensive players, if it's easy, it's sleazy. Defensive line didn't read the screen pass very well right there, but it worked well for Bismarck.
That will be the last play of your first quarter. Prescott leading 21-0. Curly Wolves are going to get an opportunity. The coaching staff will have a chance to talk to them, get them settled down, and try to get them refocused here.
Right now, you got to refocus. You don't want Bismarck to punch it in the end zone right here, especially when you're trying to get to that mercy rule for Prescott, so you can pull your starters, kind of rest some guys from next week. But they're really going to need to make some adjustments here to keep them out of the end zone.
Lions will have a second down and 5. The ball is going to be marked on the 17-yard lines as we flip the field and get down on the right-hand side of the stadium.
As we're flipping the field, you can see Coach Patrick getting into his defensive players as he's walking down the sideline. He's not happy with the past couple of plays.
Quarter, our Bismarck Lions will be moving from the south to the north end zone. Prescott Wolves will defend the north end zone in the second quarter.
See Justin Wilson running out to the huddle there, and limping just a little bit, but it's good to see him running back out there. At least it means we may be able to get him back on the field, either on offense or defense.
Yeah, it's a really good sign that he's attempting to get back in here. He's pleading his case to the coaches. I think they're going to pull him back out, but he's wanting to get back in there, so that's good.
Got Colton Girth on the left end. Lions are knocking on the door here. Their fans are getting pumped up, trying to get them into the end zone. We're out in amongst the stands, amongst the fans, I should say, in the stands.
Yeah, you really tell Bismarck's got a little bit of momentum right here, even though they're still down 3 touchdowns. They're trying to punch it in and make it a game again.
Keegley will keep it, and he's going to be stopped in the backfield by Colton Johnson.
It's another great play by Colton. Didn't get a really good push for Bismarck, but he got through there, made a tackle in the backfield, and Bismarck's coaches aren't very happy about it.
Not at all. 3rd down and 5.
3rd down and 5 for the Lions.
You know, we've had a little different look. You know, Colton has played defensive line for the last couple of years.
He's been playing a lot of nose guard. He's been playing a lot of nose guard. They kind of stood him up, let him roam around a little bit.
Oh, good job there by, I believe that's Payden. No, that was Jacoby Nolan, excuse me.
It was a good play by Jacoby Nolan. He wrapped up his legs. He can't run without his legs. He's waiting for his boys to get there with him and take him down.
Big loss there. That's going to be a loss of about 4 yards by Clayton. So that's going to back him up to 4th down and 9. Loss of about 4 yards.
Yeah, Bismarck's going to take another timeout here. They made it all the way down here, and they've kind of stalled. They're going to look to probably come up with something that Prescott's not expecting right here. They may try to throw it again. They've had success because Prescott's keying on the run. They may try a little bit of play action, throw it in the end zone here, and still a touchdown.
Well, what was very successful a while ago is when they know Prescott's coming with that big rush, allow them to come through, and again look for a screen pass. Prescott's used that quite a bit. They may do the same thing here.
Yeah, definitely. If a defense is blitz happy, let them come and throw it behind them where they're not. Because if they're all coming, nobody else is left to tackle him.
That's right. 4th down and 9 for the Lions. Big play for the Curly Wolf defense here. Have Clayton and Robertson on the right-hand side. It was like Webb on the left-hand side, along with Anderson. Keegley, there he goes, a screen pass. It is complete to Robertson, but there's nowhere to go.
Yeah, it's another screen pass. Bismarck had a chance. One lineman couldn't quite get in front to make a block. If he could have made the block, might have sprung him in.
1 yard gain, ball will turn over on downs.
Good job by the Prescott Curly Wolf defense there to come up and make the stop.
At their own 26-yard line.
Bismarck did do a good job of actually flipping the field there instead of giving them the ball back at their own 40 or 50-yard line. It's a much better offensive drive, something you can build on.
Offense needs to get something going here and put some more points up before the end of the first half.
And it does look like Wilson's come back in as the right tackle here.
Johnson gives the ball to Thompson. Gain of about 3 yards.
Well, Wilson comes back in the game. They decided to just run it right back behind him and see how good the leg's going to hold up. Pretty good push. Gain of a few yards.
2nd down and 7.
Brings to 2nd and 7 for the Curly Wolves.
Johnson looks to pass. Oh, a little high. Cox does come down with it. He has room on the right-hand side, down the sideline. He gets knocked out of bounds.
Johnson's pass is
Got to wait to see where they mark it.
to number 3.
Well, right there, Ryan probably threw it just a little bit before Cameron was expecting it. But you see the speed right there. Cameron just got down the sideline and was leaving him in the dust. Just kind of ran out of room there.
Let's see, where do we get us put out of bounds? On the 45-yard line, a gain of about 21 yards. Johnson again looking to pass. He's got it. He's got Gully open. Nice pass, a nice catch there by Qantas Gully.
Great scramble drill there. Ryan Johnson started moving out of the pocket. Qantas found an open hole where nobody was at. Turned around, showed Ryan his numbers, put his hands up, waited for the ball.
Ball marked at the 30-yard line, another 25-yard gain. Prescott quick to the line. Johnson rolls to his right. He's looking for Glass. He's got him. Oh, it just doesn't come up with that one.
Yeah, Glass made a good effort right there. Almost brought it down, brought it in for a catch, but Ryan may have had a better shot if he could have set his feet just a little bit more.
At least he threw it where only Glass could catch it.
Exactly. He was still moving. He didn't have a good chance to set his feet, but he threw it low where either Jordan was going to catch it or nobody was going to catch it.
Haney to the left, three receivers to the right. Johnson looking to pass. He has Thompson, catches it, and he gets knocked out of bounds. That looked like it may have touched the ground right there, Brandon.
That was a little close. I didn't think that he got his hands underneath it, but referee didn't see it. He didn't call it, so it's going to move the chains for Prescott, and it's another big gain.
First down and 10, Curly Wolves.
Ball is 13-yard gain down to the 17-yard line. Johnson gives the ball to Thompson over the left-hand side.
Darian Thompson on the run.
It's a much better push by Prescott's front five right there. It's good to see that they have made the adjustments to get a push, give the running backs a little bit more room so they can run it in between the tackles.
Well, so that's a gain of about 5 yards. It looks 2nd and 5 to me. Johnson gives to Thompson inside, and a quick flag there, so I don't know if I see a helmet off.
That usually means a face mask is coming in, but Bismarck really got a good jump off the ball.
Nope, holding Prescott.
Oh, not sure where the holding was because they all kind of broke through pretty quick.
Yeah. Whoever held didn't do a good job of holding it.
Yeah, they did. They didn't do a very good job, especially at that point when you got a jailbreak up front. Sometimes a hold is okay. Right there, it didn't work out very good.
Bring up a 2nd down and 15.
You can definitely tell Coach Glass is not happy about the holding call, setting the Prescott offense back, especially down here so close to the end zone.
Johnson will give the ball to George over the right side. Has blockers. Nice job there by the outside receivers to get a block. George runs over somebody and gets into the end zone.
Yeah, George danced down the sideline right there, stuck it into the end zone. I think Prescott may have got away with a little jersey hold there. I know the Bismarck fans are not happy about it, but here, kick it deep, pin them back, bring in your starters on defense one more time, stop them, get the ball back, run the clock out, and go into halftime.
George kicks it deep. It'll be taken by number 25, Sheffield. And he's going to be stopped at about the 36, 37-yard line.
The return team for Bismarck there, I don't think they got turned around quick enough to meet the Prescott kickoff team. Prescott just kind of ran by them as they were trying to set up their wall, and it didn't turn out too good for the return man.
Being told we were down for a little bit of period of time there. Prescott is leading 36-0. 8:09 to go here in the first half. The Lions have the ball 1st and 10 on their own 37-yard line. Looking to get something going before the half ends.
Yeah, I'd really like to see the defense of Prescott force a turnover right here. Oh, it's a great job by Prescott's defensive line. They met him in the hole, twisted him around, turned him around. I don't know who. It looked like somebody had one leg, somebody else had the other.
About a 1-yard gain that time.
Short gain on the play, making it 2nd down.
2nd and 9.
Not much on that play.
Bismarck's still taking their time. I think they're just trying to run the clock down as well, keep the ball out of Prescott's hands.
Keegley under center this time, pitches the ball to Sheffield, and he's dropped for a big loss back to Trey Rucker. I think about an 8-yard loss that time.
Yeah, Trey Rucker read that one perfectly. Just a simple halfback sweep play right there. He was able to read it, beat the fullback before he could get his hands on him and make a good tackle.
3rd down, and we're going to call it 17. Keegley under center again in the I backfield.
Looks like Prescott's going to play man-to-man here.
Keegley will drop back to pass. He's looking for Clayton, and he overthrows him.
Well, his receiver had position there. He threw it a little high. I don't know how he overthrew him. Clayton's a pretty tall kid, but he ran a good route. Just didn't quite get in there.
Cox and Nolan will be back to receive the punt once again. And I expect Prescott will try to set up a return right this time if they can to the open side of the field. Clayton's going to kick it over, and it's going to be a high kick. Just want to get everybody away from that one.
Didn't take a very good Bismarck bounce there. Hit about the 45-yard line, bounce back to the 50-yard line. Prescott's going to get it at the 50. At this point in the half right here, I could see Prescott just running the ball, running out the clock, maybe trying to punch it in one more time, just get a little bit more insurance right here. But I wouldn't think Prescott would throw the ball much here.
You're looking at the 8th possession of the game for Prescott. They had 1 turnover on downs, and then they had 1 interception. So hasn't been as clean, I know, as the coaching staff wants it to be. Johnson, well, he is going to pass here. He throws the ball over to Nolan. Nolan gets back into the middle of the field. Oh, the ball was loose. Hayden came up with the ball, one of the linemen.
Yeah, Hayden got a little, got to relax with the ball. It came out, lineman picked it up. Jim, I did notice when the Curly Wolves came back out on the field at that time, Wilson was limping pretty good. I don't know if standing over on the sideline he kind of got stiffened up a little bit, but he was limping pretty good. But hopefully he can get some heat in it and keep moving.
That was a gain of about 19 yards after the fumble, and the left tackle come up with the ball, and that's a dream right there to pick it up and run it.
For the big boys, that's always a good thing to happen to you. You spend all practice all summer blocking for those guys, and you're just begging one time, Coach, let me run it, let me run it.
Lions called their last time out of the first half. We've got 6:22 to go here in the first half. Prescott looking to add a little bit more onto the board.
Yes, I'm really surprised that they came out and threw it first play. I was expecting them to run it. I would expect them to run it more as the game goes on, especially having a 36-0 lead.
Maybe trying to get their average up there. They're averaging about 45 points a game right now. They're looking to try to get some more points on the board to kind of get that average a little higher.
And even possibly just working on the passing game. You know, you got Smackover next week. You still got Camden Harmony Grove you got to play. You're going to have all aspects of your game ready to go when those games come around, especially looking for the playoffs. You're going to have to throw the ball. You can't just run it.
Coach is getting the play called in the huddle. Thompson will be in the backfield with Johnson. Twin receivers to the right. Nolan in the slot. Johnson rolls out to the right. Oh, that ball was thrown right in a lot of traffic.
It was thrown in a lot of traffic. It was also thrown behind the receiver. I don't think it was Johnson's best decision there. Really good coverage by Bismarck, but I think he tried to force that one just a little bit.
It looked for a moment like Thompson was kind of open on the wheel route over here on the left-hand side.
Yeah, on the back side of the play. I just don't think Ryan got that far around to look, as he was under a little bit of pressure.
And there's a flag.
Looks like it's going to be false start on Prescott. Receiver down here didn't quite get set.
5 yards marked off.
Coach Glass is definitely not happy about that. It's going to set him back 5 yards.
He's second down to 15, Curly Wolves.
Second down, 15. 3 receivers to the left, Haney to the right. Johnson gives the ball to George over the left side. He's got room. Cuts it up, cuts it back over the middle. Almost broke it free.
That was a great cut back to the middle of the field for George there. Surprised he didn't just lower his shoulder like he's been doing all game.
Got down to about I'm on the 19-yard line, a 17-yard gain.
Prescott's looking over to the sideline, maybe changing plays here.
Johnson gives the ball to Thompson over the right side. Plenty of room that way. Big room.
There's a big hole over to the right side. Bismarck's fans hollering for a hold. I didn't see it, but
well, it was right in front of his face.
Yeah, it must have been right in front of his face, but it was a great play by Prescott nonetheless.
.548 to go here in the first quarter, the first half. Rabadon with the extra point. It is good.
So with 5:48 to go in our first half, the score now, Prescott Curly Wolves 43 and our Bismarck Lions 0.
.548 to go here in the first half. Prescott leading 43-0.
Yeah, right here, Bismarck's not much left to play for, but you got to keep trying to get better here. You want to keep running your offense. You don't want to try something that you haven't practiced it well. I'm really surprised they've got away from the running game. They had success there at the end of the first quarter, especially with the quarterback draw.
Alex George will be set to kick it away. George kicks it away. It's going to be taken by Sheffield. About the 20-yard line. Tackled about the 30-yard line. 10-yard return.
Decent return right there by Bismarck. Probably the best one they've had all night. Set them up with decent field position. Looks like they're on the 30-yard line. 5 minutes, 40 seconds here at the end of the half. You'd like to push the ball down the field as much as you can. Really try to put the ball in the end zone. Give you some momentum for the second half.
Football is a game of momentum, and you do want to make sure you get points every chance you get, but especially going into halftime or going into the change of quarters, anything where you get something going for your team.
Absolutely. With Bismarck's looking a little tired right now. I've seen some hands on their hips, kind of gasping for air a little bit. Right now, looks like maybe Prescott's gave them a little bit more than what they were expecting, but
Kegley gives the ball to Clayton, cuts it upfield. He's got room. Gain of about 5 yards.
Bismarck tried to pull a little bit of a trick play there, ran a reverse. Prescott did a great job reading it, not overcommitting to the run, and catching him on the backside.
Second down and 7. Kegley waiting in the snap, letting the play clock go down. Rolls out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. Cade Poole gets him wrapped up and dropped at about the 30. And
we got another flag down. Cade Poole made a really good play there. He kept his outside arm free at the defensive end spot. He was able to bring the quarterback down there.
Looked like he got his hand up around the, I don't know where the pool did, but somebody got their hand in there on the face mask.
Definitely not what you want for Prescott. It's going to give the Bismarck Lions a first down, and looks like they're going to be about at the 45, maybe 50-yard line. Oh, 45.
First and 10 now for the Lions. Prescott's late to get their defense set. Kegley looks for Clayton. He's got him. Oh, and he bobbled it. Thompson comes up with it. And good tackle there by number 6.
Good positioning by Prescott right there. It's a little bit of a tip drill. Ball bounced off of the wide receiver's hands, and defensive back was there to pick it off and change field position.
Number 6 did a great job, Tenbrick, on the tackle. Prescott will have it first and 10 on the 45-yard line.
Looks like Jordan Webb on the stop after the interception.
Looks like Prescott still has their starters in. They may be trying to punch it in one more time.
Just outside of the 45-yard line of Bismarck.
Johnson, pass to Gully. And he stopped for about a gain of 2.
That's another one of those tunnel screens. Bismarck's kind of figured it out. They're playing a lot better defense against it now.
Short gain on the play. Second down and 8, Curly Wolves.
Rayvon Tolliver in now at center. Johnson looking for Gully that time. Waiting to see if he
comes
was
down in bounds with it.
Pass is complete to number 8.
Showing it's a catch in bounds. Gully made a really good job getting a foot in.
Pass hauled in on the side.
That ball was right down the sideline.
The first down and 10, Curly Wolves at the 19-yard line.
The 24-yard gain. Bring up a first and 10, Prescott on the 19-yard line.
Prescott still going no huddle.
Johnson looking for Glass. Touchdown.
Good post route by Jordan right there.
Johnson's pass is
Ball was a little bit of a wounded duck right there. Ryan didn't get a good spin on it like he wanted to, but it's a good job to put his foot in the dirt and to throw it like that across the middle with Jordan running across the middle of the field with his arms up.
3:52 to go here in the first half. Rabadon will be set to kick it away with Trey Rucker to hold. Better snap. Rabadon gets it through. Prescott leading now 50-0.
3:52 to go in the first half. Our score is Prescott Curly Wolves 50 and our Bismarck Lions 0.
Yeah, Prescott's putting the points on right now, which is good. It's good to see that they're lighting the scoreboard up, especially right here before halftime. It means you can rest your starters second half. But Bismarck really just looking for something to play for right now. They're going to need to make adjustments to try to get on the scoreboard. That'd be a really big achievement for them tonight with the way that Prescott's defense has been playing.
Rabadon's going to be set to kick it away. Got lots and lots of second teamers in here getting ready for the kickoff.
Rabadon on the kickoff.
Sheffield will pick it up on the 25-yard line.
On the return.
Tyler Morrow on the tackle.
Sheffield met at the 40-yard line, but number 20.
Sheffield had a really good return there. He had a decent return last time. It got a little bit better blocking there, and Sheffield was able to cut it upfield and get it to about the 41-yard line.
At their own 40-yard line. Let's make it the 41.
3:44 to go here in the first half.
I would still look for Bismarck to try to move the ball, put some points on the board here before half. But what we saw last drive was they were just kind of milking the clock, trying to get it to halftime.
Keegley looking to throw. Pass is caught.
Another good slant route by Bismarck there. They've kind of had that route in their back pocket all night long. They've been able to gain some yards on it.
Second down and 8 Lions.
2-yard gain. Make it a 2nd down and 8. Do see a few substitutes in. Well, I think they've taken a few out. I saw Landon Cross in for a play. And and Keontae had it right there.
Keontae had it right in his hands and dropped it. I don't think he was expecting it to get to him. The receiver never put his hands up, and it went right over his head and just kind of hit Keontae in the chest.
Keontae was looking to make the tackle there on Clayton.
3rd down and 8 Lions.
I think he was blocked. He never.
Yeah, I don't think he saw the ball coming. I think he was focused more on making the tackle, but
3rd down and 8. Webb in motion. He gets the ball on jet sweep. And a big tackle there by Alex George.
Yeah, it's a really good tackle there. Tackled him a little high. I'd like to see him hit him a little bit lower. But tried the jet sweep there, and George met him right there as he cut up field.
Makes it 4th down and 7 for the Lions.
4th and 7. 2:46 to go here. First half. Prescott leading 50-0. Cade Poole in at the left end. Alex George in at linebacker now. Keegley looking to pass. Looking for Clayton. Nice job by Franklin to step in front and knock it away.
Great job by Franklin. He right on the receiver's hip pocket. He broke on the ball at this perfect time. Right as the ball was hitting the receiver's hand and swatted it down.
Prescott will take over on downs at the 44-yard line.
Getting on the 44-yard line.
Looks like we got some subs coming in here for the Curly Wolves. Looks like they're trying to straighten things out in the huddle over there. Yeah, it looks like a whole new offensive line.
Jacoby Nolan will come in at quarterback with Pearson in the backfield. Rucker and Poole split to the left. Nolan drops back to pass. And there's a flag. Jacoby Nolan still running, but this will be brought back because of the holding.
Yeah, it was a great play there by Nolan to make something out of nothing, but there was definitely holding. This is going to come back.
We have a halftime score with Hot Springs 12 and Hope 13. So Hope's leading at halftime, 13-12. It's good to see them leading right now. It's good for our community. We hope to see the Hope Bobcats get in that win column.
That's good for them.
Inside the 35-yard line.
First down and 10, Prescott. About 30 on their own 35-yard line. Nolan gives the ball to Pearson over the right side. Cuts it upfield and gain about 5 yards.
Yeah, he tried a little spin move there, but I couldn't see who was on the tackle, but they had him wrapped up pretty good, and he wasn't able to spin away.
Bring up a 2nd down and about 25.
For Prescott here, I think you're not really worried about getting in the end zone here with it being 2nd and 25. You're really just trying to stay in bounds, keep that clock running.
Nolan gives the ball to Pearson. Nowhere to go that time.
Very good play by the defensive line of Bismarck. They met the running back in the backfield, got a good push.
Brought down for no gain.
Now it's going to be 3rd and 25. I think Prescott's going to take their time snapping this one.
Twin receivers to each side. Getting Pearson set in the backfield. Nolan, high snap. He's going to get the ball off to Morrow. Nowhere to go for Morrow.
Yeah, the snap didn't help him there. Bad snap. Defense was kind of in the backfield as soon as he got the ball. tunnel screen didn't work because the timing wasn't there.
May have gained about 2 yards that time. Or we lost 3. I'm not sure which it was, but it was.
Looks like we lost 3.
Waiting to get all the people on the field. It looks like we're a little bit short.
Got 3 seconds difference on the snap clock and the game clock.
Johnson's going to be punting it away, our first punt of the night.
This should be the last play of the half. They should wait till about 5 seconds left to go on the play clock before they snap it off.
Johnson punts it away. It's a decent punt. And the ball is going to be down on the 30-yard line, so the Lions will have one opportunity here to the first half with Prescott leading 50. Getting set here for the second half, the Prescott Curly Wolves leading 50-0, and we had a great halftime show by both bands. Also, before the game, we want to take this opportunity to congratulate the Bismarck Lady Golf Team. They have won the state championship the second time out of the past 3 years.
Yeah, that's very impressive.
On the kickoff for the Lions, but do have a
Looks like Bismarck came up with an onside kick right out of the gate.
The Lions have recovered the onside kickoff.
It's a good momentum here for the Bismarck fans. It's going to give them a reason to stand up, clap, and cheer. The clock's going to be running here, so Bismarck's just going to try to inch back. I don't see any miracle comeback coming, but
and this will be an opportunity for basically your second team defense.
Definitely going to get the starters some time to rest here. Hopefully you can still get out of this game with your second string depth healthy as well, because you're going to need them in the coming weeks.
Higley gives the ball off to Clayton. He's got running room around the left side, and I believe he's going to take it 43 yards. Oh, he fumbled. I believe he fumbled it out of bounds.
Yeah, he fumbled it out of bounds, but they moved Clayton from a wide out to a running back here in the second half, and they hand it to him straight up the gut, and he takes it for 40-something yards.
Looks like number 21 on the stop.
Going to wait to see where they mark it. Looks like they're going
to mark it about the 4 or 5 yard line.
It's 38-yard run.
Yard line, first down and goal for the Lions.
First and goal. Keegley gives the ball to Clayton, and he's stopped in the backfield. Nice tackle that time. I'll have to wait to see exactly. That was
yeah, it looked like Bismarck tried to run the same play there, try to stick it up the middle.
No gain on the play.
5 yard on the 5 yard line. You're just trying to run it up the middle, stick it in the end zone. Jack Arnett made a really great play, penetrating the offensive line there.
Second goal. Ball inside the 5 yard line. Keegley under center. Gives the ball to Webb, I believe. He's going to be
Looks like he's
in the
for a
end zone. Touchdown Lions.
Yeah, straight up the gut. Looks like a fullback sneak there. Bismarck punches it in.
Number 1, Jordan Webb on the
Gives them a little bit of momentum here to start the second half.
Bismarck sets up for the extra point attempt.
Number 53, Corley, will attempt the extra point. Webb on the hold.
Kick is up.
And I believe it is good. So
Good
we
snap,
have
good hold, good kick.
9:16 to go here in the
53,
third quarter.
Corley on the kick.
The Lions are on the board. Score is 50-7.
Third quarter, our Bismarck Lions are on the board.
It's good to see that Bismarck didn't give in at halftime. They come back out, they kick an onside kick, get the ball right back, they go put it in the end zone. Prescott's still got to play the second half.
That's right. And you can almost bet they're going to do an onside kick again.
Yeah.
And they're lining up to do that. Number
Good to hear that diesel horn and those lights come on.
69 looks like that is Diaz. He is going to attempt another onside kick. Everybody's got to be ready to get on the ball.
It's set up like he's going to try it again.
Set to kick off for the Lions.
And it's going to be covered by the Curly Wolves.
Do recover.
Curly Wolves did a lot better job that time, expecting that it's coming. Just get on the ball and go down.
Good first down and 10, Curly Wolves at their own 47-yard line.
Prescott will get the ball for their first possession here in the second half. And I imagine we'll probably see Jeffrey Williams now in at quarterback. We'll have Pearson in the backfield with him. Williams gives the ball to Pearson. And he's going to gain about 4 yards, it looks like.
With the second effort there, he was able to gain another extra yard or two. But with the new subs coming in, you're just kind of hoping that they know the playbook well enough to run what the coach is asking them to run. It's really good to get these guys some experience in game time situations like this.
Second down and 6. Williams looks to pass. Pass is going to be thrown, but it's broken up.
It was almost intercepted. It's a great defensive play by the Lions right there. Not sure what number it was, but he was fighting through the block, trying to get to the ball.
Third down and 6, Prescott.
Third and 6 for the Curly Wolves. Williams looking to pass. He's going to throw the ball deep. Oh, it's almost intercepted that time by number 2.
Yeah,
that was Golden.
He threw it behind the receiver there. It was a little bit underthrown. Defensive back read it. Receiver kept running. Ball just went right through the defensive back's hands.
That's when he had the receiver over. If he'd have thrown it a little sooner that time.
Yeah, if he would have thrown it just a little bit sooner, maybe a little bit more on the line up the hash, would have had a better shot at making a play, but he put a little bit too much air under it, and he didn't get it quite far enough.
Alex George is going to be back to punt.
And Alex George deep for the Curly Wolves.
Prescott only able to move the ball about 4 or 5 yards on that possession. High punt, it's not too deep. Looking for a good roll here. And it's going to be stopped at about the 29-yard line.
Got a decent Prescott bounce right there, but what you'd like to see from Prescott right there, even though you got your second string, third string offense in, you do want to see that they can move the ball, because these are going to be your starters in the future. You want to see them have success. Hopefully they can make some adjustments with those guys in there and put together a couple drives.
I believe the unit can get set up to run the football and move it. It is good to see, get Williams an opportunity where he can drop back and throw the ball a few times. Keegley drops back to pass. It's knocked down by one of the linemen. I couldn't see who it was that got a hold of it. Maybe an Arnett.
May have been Arnett, but I couldn't see who it was. I don't know. They knew they knocked it down. It came through there pretty hot.
Mm-hmm. Pearson was on the blitz that time. Bring up a second down and 10. 4:40 to go here in the third quarter. Keegley under center, Nye backfield. Pitch sweep to Clayton. Nice tackle there by number 20. I don't know exactly who that was.
Really good form tackle. He broke down, put his feet in the dirt, stood his ground. Clayton's a whole lot bigger than he is, but he didn't let that affect him.
That was Martin on the stop. We don't have these new numbers and everything that they've changed up this weekend on everybody. Gain of about a yard. Bring up a third down and 9. Ball marked at the 31-yard line. Keegley is going to drop back to pass. Looking for a receiver. And the ball is incomplete. Mike could have called a little interference.
Yeah, they got their feet tangled up a little bit. Yeah, I don't think it was intentional, but I think you could have could have thrown a flag right there, kind of slowed the receiver down while he was in stride while the ball was in the air.
Williams stumbled, and like I said, it could have been called. It was an opportunity where he could have called him for an interference on that play. Incomplete pass there is going to make it a 4th down and 9. Pitch sweep to Clayton. Cuts it upfield. He's going to be close to the 1st down, but I believe he's going to be stopped just short.
Very close to the 1st down, but he made a good move. Made a stiff arm in the backfield. He didn't have a whole lot of room when he got the ball, but he did make something out of nothing.
Ball's going to turn over on downs to the Curly Wolves.
Prescott will have the possession here with the ball marked at about the 38-yard line.
38-yard line would be 1st down and 10 there for the Curly Wolves.
This set of downs, you may see Prescott run the ball a little bit more to try to.
I would expect him to run the ball a little bit more. Keep the clock running, keep the ball in bounds. It's a continuous clock right now. Nothing really to play for, just kind of to get some guys some experience.
Williams gives the ball to number 21. I believe that's Thompson, but I'm not positive.
Well, he was able to get around the edge. Looks like he gained about 5 or 6 yards there. It's a good game by Thompson.
Gain of 3 on the play makes it 2nd and 7 for the Prescott.
2nd down and 7. Ball marked at the 35, 36-yard line. Ball given to Thompson again, looking for some room. He's not very big, but he is very quick.
Yes, he's very quick. He hit the hole very hard. He's not gaining a lot of yards, but he's gaining 3 or 4 at a time, which that'll help you.
Bring up 3rd and about 3. Williams again gives the ball to Thompson. Can't get out of the grasp of the man in the backfield.
Yeah, Bismarck got a really good push up front that time. Was able to get Thompson in the backfield. It's going to bring up 4th down for the Curly Wolves. It looks like Curly Wolves got somebody limping off the sideline. Looks like number 2.
That'd be Pearson. 4th down and about 5. Just under a minute here to go in the 3rd quarter. This will most likely be the last play of the 3rd quarter. Williams getting everyone set. Takes a snap, gives the ball to Thompson. He's got room up the middle. He's got a 1st down, and he's going to get away from everyone and get into the end zone.
Yeah, he hit the hole real hard right there. I don't think anybody touched him. It was pretty much green grass as soon as he got through the line of scrimmage.
He's very quick. He had a kickoff return last week that he almost broke all the way against foul.
He's definitely quick.
Rabadon will be on for the extra point. Let's see. I believe they'll go ahead and have them kick the extra point down here, and then they'll switch ends for the kickoff. Got some new men in here, so some of the players are not exactly sure where they're supposed to be. And the kick is good.
Another good kick by Ramadan. He's looking real good. That could be a key part of the game coming in the future.
And he's very young. I believe he's just a sophomore, so it's good to have that kicking game going because you want that consistency there. Prescott's leading 57-7 as we get ready to start the 4th quarter. They'll swap ends for this kickoff. We want to thank our sponsors, as always, Cofield's, Bank of Delight, and the Beta County Courthouse.
With EnviroVac for your career, please see Mr. Blake Corley for this information if you have interest.
As they're switching ends here, Prescott coaching staff's trying to hype up their players a little bit, keep them in the game, keep them focused at the task at hand, just trying to get this one wrapped up and headed back to Prescott.
Again, Hickory Grove wants to invite our student body high school student.
We do want to encourage everyone to come out and to the Prescott next week, as it's a big home game as Prescott will be facing Smackover. We want to get you out there where you can cheer on the Curly Wolves. If you don't have that opportunity, though, we want to make sure you stay tuned and make sure you watch us here on swart.today.
Looks like Prescott's still trying to get some players in place on the kickoff team, making adjustments. You always take out people that you need in there.
Rabadon will kick it away for the Curly Wolves. Back deep is Webb for the Lions. Kick is away. I believe Webb's going to pick it up at about the 20.
Georgia Webb on the return.
And a good tackle there about the 33-yard line.
It's a good return there by Webb. Bismarck's made some decent returns tonight in the kick return game. I've had a lot of opportunities, and I feel like they've gotten better each time.
Bismarck will begin 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Keegley will look to try to get the offense moving here. Clayton's tailback position. Keegley drops back to pass. A little screen set up. Oh, almost caught by Webb, and he had some room to run if he did.
Yeah, Webb tried to make a one-handed catch right there. Would have been a great catch if he could have made it. And if he would have made it, he would have had quite a bit of room to run, because all Prescott's defensive players were in the backfield going after the quarterback.
Let's bring up a 2nd down and 10. I see Cowling in at linebacker. Hope is up 19-12 over Hot Springs now in the 3rd quarter. Kegley gives the ball to Clayton. Right up the middle, a gain of about 4.
It's another good run by Clayton. I think he may be shaking up just a little bit, may have had the wind knocked out of him. They've been using him a lot tonight. One of their key players on offense.
Clayton is down the play. Time out on the field for injury.
That's going to stop the clock. We've got 10-12 to go here in the ball game. Stop as they check out Clayton and see what's happening. Like I said, you think he may have gotten breath knocked at him. Hope he's okay.
You definitely hope that's all it is. I know he was telling the referees that he was having trouble catching his breath, so hopefully it's just he got the wind knocked out of him. He'll be all right in a couple minutes or two.
We're making a 3rd down and 6 now for the Lions.
Be 3rd down and 6 for the Lions when they resume play.
Robertson will go out to split to the right. Brinkton to the left. Keegley will drop back to pass. He's going to throw it deep. He's got a man wide open. Robertson. Tell you what, good effort there by 21 not to give up on the play.
It's a great effort by the defensive back there, but Prescott bit on the play fake. Bismarck ran a little play action pass, and there was nobody covering the wide receiver. Kind of something you might expect with your backups in the game. They're not as assignment sound. Big play for Bismarck.
Nice pass there from Keegley to Robertson, and it was right on the money.
It's definitely something they can build on for future games.
Got Corley setting up for the extra point attempt.
The big game in the conference tonight. Let's see. Oh, I believe he may have got it. Nope.
Just
short.
It was almost blocked there.
8:46 to go here in the ball game. Prescott leading 57-13.
Score Prescott Curly
But I
Wolves 57,
believe tonight
and our
that
Bismarck Lions 13.
Falcon Center Point are playing tonight, and that's a big game to determine some positioning.
Yeah, some
in
seeding
the
for the
conference.
playoffs. It's definitely big there. I know Falcons had a better team as of late. They've been a little bit more competitive. Same way with Center Point. Definitely two teams that match up well together. Definitely going to be a big part of who's seeded where in the playoffs.
Diaz will be set to kick it onside once again. Prescott getting some of their hands crew over here on the left-hand side.
Sam Diaz lined up for the kickoff.
Kicks it right off the ground. Nice kick. Jeffrey Williams comes up with it, gets out of bounds.
It's a good job by Prescott there. The first guy missed it. Typically not what you want. You don't want that ball just bouncing on the ground, but Prescott made a really good play to come up, pick it up on that second bounce, and just get out of bounds with it.
Diaz has done a great job with the onside kick. I really like how when he kick, it really, you don't know what it's going to do when it lands.
He's done a very good job. The 3 or 4 times that he's done it, it's given them that second bounce that gets high enough in the air that maybe the front line of Prescott can't get to it, but the Bismarck Lions have a chance to get down there and get it before the second group does.
Jeffrey Williams at quarterback with Thompson in the backfield. Williams will give the ball to Thompson over the left side. Cuts it back into the middle. And I see a flag. I don't know what it was.
There's a flag. I think it might have been a face mask. It looked like Thompson got turned a little bit of a awkward way. So let's see what it is.
Flag on the field.
Prescott's had a few holding calls as well tonight. It is a face mask.
Yeah, it was a face mask. I couldn't see who it was, but
I think it was just 5 yards.
Thompson was definitely turned an awkward way whenever he was taken down.
They moved the chains. Prescott will have a first down. Ball on the 48-yard line of the Lions. Williams gives the ball to Thompson again. Looking for daylight. Gain of probably about 7 yards.
It's a good gain there by Thompson. It's good to see the second string offensive line really getting a push now. Looks like they've maybe gotten a little bit more comfortable running the offense.
Bring up a second down and 3. Ball marked on the 41-yard line. And it looks like Prescott is content now to just hand the ball off to Thompson. He's going to cut upfield. It's going to be high, but he's got the first down.
Yeah, he's got a first down. Really, all you want to do right now with Prescott, you got 5 minutes left to go in the game, and just turn around and hand the ball off to the running back. Keep the clock running. No need to throw the ball around anymore.
Another 7-yard gain. Ball marked at the 37-yard line. 1st and 10. Williams looking to pass. He overthrows his receiver.
Well, there was really no reason in throwing it there. Clock's not going to stop with an incomplete pass just because of the mercy rule's in effect, but you'd like to see Prescott just kind of run the ball and build on their running game.
2nd down and 10. Ball given to Thompson. Again, trying to get around that left side. Nowhere to go.
Yeah, there wasn't much room. There may have been just a little bit of daylight right there, but it closed up real quick.
No gain on the play.
Bring up a 3rd down and 10.
3rd and 10, Prescott.
You'd definitely like to see Prescott maybe come up with a big play right here and move the change. That way they can just keep possession and keep the defense off the field. Maybe keep Bismarck where they're at right now.
Williams is going to drop back to pass. He's going to roll out to his right. He's got a lot of room to run. He'll have the first down. He's going to go down the sideline, and he will score.
Yes.
37-yard run. You know, we was expecting, it looked like he was going to throw it. And
it looked like he was going to throw it. There was nobody open, and he tucked it and got down the sideline, and there's nothing but green grass in the score.
got good speed.
He's got very good speed.
3:20 now to go here in the ball game. Rabadon awaits the snap for the extra point. Bad snap. Rutgers going to try to do something with it. He's just going to run it. And he's got plenty of room to run into the end zone. And we'll get the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, it was another bad snap there. I don't know if they may have changed the snappers out right there, but Rutgers did a really good job. He broke a tackle, found some open room, and was able to keep it in Prescott's possession and stick it in for a score.
Prescott Curly Wolves 65 and Bismarck Lions 13.
Approaching the 2.5-minute mark in the game. Prescott leading now 65-13. Again, we thank our sponsors, Cofield's, Bank of Delight, and Nevada County Courthouse.
Transport Systems, Mr. Curley and his crew over in the
Lions will get the ball probably with about 2 minutes to go, a little less than 2 minutes to go, and have a chance to put some more points on the board for themselves.
Yeah, even though the score is not what they wanted to be, they've definitely made improvements tonight. I've seen that their running game's gotten a little bit better. They've had a really long pass play.
Right.
It was good to see. They haven't been throwing the ball well this year, but it's good to see that they can move it through the air as well.
Something for the opponents in the future to take
Exactly.
note of. Rabadon set to kick it away. Kicks the ball deep. Webb will take it at the 15-yard line. He gets through, little seam. Rabadon can't tackle him. Webb will go down the sideline. 75 yards for the Lions. Touchdown.
Like I said earlier, Bismarck has improved every single time that they've gotten a chance to return a kick. They made a really good job putting the wall together there on the kickoff return, and he was able to break it for a big score. Definitely put a exclamation point in what Bismarck has been able to do tonight. They haven't had much going on, but to put another big score on the board as time's fixing to expire here is big for them.
Waiting the extra point here. We did just get a score. Hope is now leading Hot Springs 26-12.
That's impressive. I know Hope has had their struggles the past couple of years, but that's good for them.
I had to get a chance to make it to that game, but good to see them to be in the lead right now. Extra point is good.
Just to show the kickers some love. Both kickers tonight have really kicked the ball very well.
Yeah.
Very high, very long kicks. Very impressive.
That's going to end the game tonight as the Curly Wolves come away with a victory, 65-20. That'll put Prescott